So Nakulaguro, one of my colleagues was telling me about a newborn baby who was born with syphilis, a condition that we call congenital syphilis. Kakati, by the way, I was surprised because at this generation, people are still having babies born with congenital syphilis. I mean, I've seen these cases before, but that was many years back, and this was mostly in rural settings where maybe mothers don't attend antenatal. But then I realized this was actually within town and it was a bit disappointing. Now, what is congenital syphilis? Basically, this is when a baby contracts syphilis when they're still in utero. Obanga bakiri mu lubuto lwa mama waabwe. So kitegeeza nti mama w'omwana ono yalina syphilis which was unmanaged or which was not properly managed. Okay? So syphilis can actually cross the placenta najja nabeeranga affecting ono omwana atanaba kuzaalibwa. So by the time the baby is born, they are having syphilis, their entire skin is just messed up, among other things. It can be presumed or it can be confirmed through a test. Now, how do we actually avoid this? That's why we encourage people to start attending antenatal as soon as possible. And right from the very first visit, the person who is seeing you through antenatal will actually take the necessary precautions and do the necessary tests. And we do very many tests, among which include a syphilis test. And definitely, if you're positive, we'll start managing you accordingly before things actually get out of hand. And it is very possible for someone to contract syphilis along the way during the pregnancy. So it's actually advised that you don't test just once, maybe on the first visit of antenatal, but rather routinely, maybe like 3 times in the first trimester, second trimester, and even the third trimester. So it's advisable that you test for it. Most so those people who are at risk of having an infection from maybe syphilis. For example, people having multiple sexual partners, people who are partners to people having multiple sexual partners, people who are sex workers, among other people. So as long as you know that you're at risk, you would be advised to have these tests for STIs done more routinely than just once within your pregnancy. Okay. Yes, so you can be managed if it is detected early, and then your baby will be safe. However, if a baby is born with syphilis, it can be managed, but it is very fatal. The high chances that the baby might not make it, especially if they don't get treatment as soon as possible. So you guys,